I welcome you all in the session. Topic of this session is farm and non-farm linkages. In the rural economy, there are two sectors. One is the farm sector, another is non-farm sector. Majority of the people in the rural areas, they are engaged in the farm sector for their income, for their livelihood activity. Large section of the people are also engaged in the non-farm sectors for their income generation activities, for their livelihood activities. And both the sectors are essential sectors. They contribute to each other in their growth, in their activities, provide raw materials, provide the product which are used in the production activity by all these sectors. And basically the non-farm sectors, they contribute, they provide the modern farm inputs, they provide the technology, they provide the infrastructure. The farm sector provide the raw material, veg goods, the food grain to the non-farm sectors. So in this way they help each other, they are essential. And in this session we will be discussing the concept of the farm sector and non-farm sector. We will also see the interlinkages between the farm sector and non-farm sector, and in the last we will see how they contribute to each other sector. So let us first define what is the farm sector and non-farm sector. Farm sector basically all the farm activities, that is crop activities and non-crop activities, they are included in the farm sectors, like in the field crop production activities, the plantation activities, the livestock production activities, the agriculture services, the fishing, forestry services, and there are other related services related to farm sectors. And in the non-farm sector, all the activities other than the farming activities, and mainly we include the mining and quarrying, the total manufacturing activities, the utilities, the construction, trade, transport, storage, communication, the finance, insurance, real estate activities, the community activities, social or personal services. All these are activities which are included in the non-farm sector. And actually the non-farm sector is also having a very good potential to help the farm sector or to help the rural economy. Actually it has a very good potential to absorb the growing rural labor force, because there are all the years employment is not available in the labors in the farm sector. So this labor can be used in the non-farm sectors. And the non-farm sector activities basically they help in slowing down the rural urban migrations, and basically because the non-farm sector basically they involve the production activities, they produce some services for the country, so it also contribute in the national income growth. And the non-farm sector activity also help in the more equitable distribution of income, because in the urban areas we have the large industries and service sectors, but when we promote the non-farm sector in the rural area, it provides the income in the rural area. So that's why it also help in more equitable distribution of the income in the rural area. And the non-farm sector has the capacity to fight with the rural poverty problem. Basically the non-farm sector is a backstop source of income to the farm household. It is the route to sustain improvement in the living standard of the peoples, because the non-farm sector provide many the consumption goods, also the services to the rural people, and also it is having the capacity to provide the employment which is not available in the agriculture sector, because there is a large seasonal and longer term unemployment in agriculture sector. So let us first start understanding the contribution of the farm sector to the non-farm sector. And basically we have two type of economy. One is the closed economy, another is the open economy. And in the closed economy, the basically there is no relationship with the external economies. So according to W.A. Lewis, the farm sector support and sustain the non-farm sector development in several important way. It contribute in the development of non-farm sector in different ways. First, the farm sector released the part of its labor force for the non-farm employment, and it create the purchasing power for the rural farm product, and also because with the development of the farm sector there is a income in the farm sector, so that income can be mobilized as a saving for the investment in the non-farm sector later on. And then the farm sector supplies the major wage goods, and that is the food, to the non-farm laborer at a prices which are favorable to the profitability of the new non-farm sectors or non-farm unit. But in the open economy, the contribution of farm sector may be diminished, may be less compared to the closed economy. So basically, there are three types of contribution from the farm sector to the non-farm sector. According to Simon Kuznets, there is a factor contribution, there is a production contribution, there is a market contribution from the farm sector to the non-farm sector. And in the factor contribution, basically the farm sector provides some resources like capital and labor to the non-farm sector. And in the production contribution, the farm sector provide wage goods, and the also provide the raw material to the non-farm sector. And in the case of the market contribution, the farm sector provide the market for the production and services of the non-markets, non-farm sector products, and it also help in rise in the non-farm institutions, also help through the international trade development to the non-farm sector. So let us first start the factor contribution from the farm sector to the non-farm sector. And first contribution is the supply of capital. Actually, farm capital or farm sector provide funds for the development of non-farm sectors. Actually, in the initial stage of the non-farm sector development, the funds are generated in the farm sector, which are transferred to the non-farm sector, because at the initial stage, though there is no other activity than the farm sector, so whatever the income is there, that income is transferred to the non-farm sector for the investment activity by mobilizing the saving. So in the closed economy, in the initial stages, the farm sector commands most of the income and capital and labor. So this, with the development of the farm sector, this income and capital and labor can be mobilized for the production activity in the non-farm sector. And in the open economy also, when we have the relationship with the external economies, the foreign capital make only a limited contribution in the non-farm sectors. So that's why the development of farm sector is very important for the growth of the non-farm sector. And when we talk about the supply of capital from the farm sector to the non-farm sector, there are two types of transfer of capital. One is the voluntary contribution, another is the compulsory contribution or compulsory transfer. In case of the voluntary transfer, the farming community basically they themselves transfer their saving for the investment in the non-farm sector, and there is a compulsory transfer of capital is also there. And basically here the government through taxations like land tax in Japan, it was one of the things, and then confiscation and imposition of levies on the agriculture sectors, or sometimes we keep the farm prices lower as compared to the non-farm sector, which gives the more favorable term for the non-farm sector. So in this way, the farm sector provide capital support for the non-farm sector. Then another factor contribution from the farm sector is the supply of the labor. Here there are three major sources of labor supply to the non-farm sector. One is the population growth, but it is not in the interest of the economy, because we need to have more production in the both farm sector and non-farm sector. If there is regular population growth is there, there will be a point where we will be not able to to match the whole complete requirement of the population. So another way of supplying of labor to the non-farm sector is the immigration. Basically, the labor migrate from rural area to urban area or from agriculture to non-agriculture activity. Here there is some problems are there, like when people move from one place to another place, there is a problem of language, problem of customs and traditions, and there is also living conditions are different into different part of the country. And third is the farm population. So here non-farm sector development is basically depend on only the farm population. So when the farm activities is not there, the labor or the people from the farm sector move to the non-farm sector. Then we will move to the product contributions. So here the production or the product from the farm sectors, they are transferred to the non-farm sector. Here the most important thing is the supply of the waste good, that is food, from the farm sector to the non-farm sector. So here the displaced labor from the farm sector, they shift from the farm sector to the non-farm sector, and with the development of the non-farm sectors, demand for the food grain increases by the non-farm sectors, and also when the economy grow, the demand for food grain also increase from the farm sectors. So ultimately the total consumption of the country increases at a faster rate when we have the development in the country, and the whole demand for the food grain is met by the farm sector. So the farm sector is very important to provide the food to the farm sector as well as the non-farm sectors. Then another factor, product contribution from the farm sector, is the supply of the raw material, and here the key determinant, it is the key determinant in the economic growth of the economy. The farm sector provides the raw material for the production activity in the non-farm sectors, and in the initial stage of the development, the agro industry basically they are totally depend on the farm sector, because the raw material are easily available from the farm sectors, and in the initial stage they use the labor intensive techniques in the production activities. So labor is also available from the farm sector, so they can be transferred to the non-farm sector. So at the initial stage the non-farm sector is totally depend on the farm sector. Now another contribution from farm sector is the market contributions, and the most important contribution, market contribution from the farm sector is the expanded market. Actually the farm sector provide an expanded market for the product of the non-farm sector. Actually the inputs in the agriculture sector like seed, fertilizer and pesticides, which are produced by the non-farm sector. So in this way the farm sector provide the market for the production of the non-farm sector, and with the development of agriculture there is additional demand for the product of the non-farm sector for the production activity as well as for the consumption purposes. So there is a direct relationship exists between the demand of the non-farm sector and the demand of the farm production. And the another market contribution is the rise in the non-farm institution. With the development of the farm sector, the farm production turns from the subsistence to the market oriented activity, and here we need to have new institution in the farm sectors like the processing, packaging, distribution and marketing services, and that such type of services came into existence with the development to the farm sectors, and all such services or facilities or infrastructures or institutions are provided by basically the non-farm sectors. So basically the farm sectors gives rise to the new institution which promote the growth in the non-farm sector. And then international trade development is another contribution from the farm sector to the non-farm sector. Basically trade is the basics of economic development, and with the development of farm sectors there is a surplus production in the agriculture sectors, and this surplus production is taken to the either domestic market or to the foreign market, and this process basically promote the flow of the capital and consumer goods from the external markets, and as a result this farm sector make contribution to the non-farm sector by providing the foreign capitals to the non-farm sector. And now we will move to the contribution of the non-farm sector to the farm sector. The non-farm sector also make significant contribution in the farm sectors by providing various inputs and services. And in the initial stage of the development of the economy, the contribution of farm sector to the non-farm sector is very important. But with the passage of the time, the farm sector begins to depend upon the non-farm sectors for its further development. And in the most important contribution from the non-farm sector to the farm sector is the supply of the modern farm input. The most important contribution from the non-farm sector is it provides basically the farm machinery, fertilizer, pesticides and high-yielding variety of seeds. And all these modern inputs basically help in increasing the farm productivity and farm production. So in the developed country, agriculture is basically highly capital intensive, and they use the modern farm inputs. So there is we have seen there is a spectacular increase in the farm production and productivity in the country. And when there is a production increase in the country, we need to have the transportation facility, we need to have the communication facility. All such contribution is given by the non-farm sector to the farm sector. And then the non-farm sectors provide the opportunity for employment opportunity for the surplus farm labor, large scale farm mechanization in the country. We are displacing some of the labor from the agriculture sectors, and the non-farm sector basically they provide work to this displaced labor. Also due to the subdivisions and fragmentation of the land holding, there is a low farm income or low farm output, and there is a low level of saving in the rural area. So actually people move from the farm sector to the non-farm sectors for higher income. So in this way, actually the farm sectors, actually the non-farm sectors provide the good income and employment opportunity for the displaced or the surplus labor available in the farm sector. And then the non-farm sectors also give demand or provide demand from the farm products. And non-farm sector basically provide market for the production of the farm sectors. And in the initial stage of development, the farm sector helps the non-farm sector to grow, but with the passage of time, the non-farm sector develops technically, and its dependence on the farm sector for supply of input goes down over the period of time. So, but there is a demand for veg goods, that is food which do not decline over the period of time. The demand is always there. And for the demand of the farm product in the non-farm sector, the developed non-farm sector basically creates the demand for the farm product, and as a result, the non-farm sector provides the market, expanded market for the farm product, and this creates the incentive for the further growth of the farm sector. And in the growing non-farm sector basically strengthens the commercial motive of the farmers, and thus the farmers start producing for the market, and there is a shift from food crop to the cash crop in the agriculture sector. Then the supply of consumer goods for the farm sector, it is another contribution from the non-farm sector, and actually non-farm sector provide consumption goods to the farming community. And basically with the development of the farm sectors, the living standard of the farmers improve over the period of time, and their consumption pattern also diversify for different commodities and different services, and the demand for variety of the goods for their comfort and luxuries increases over the period of time, and all these goods and comforts or luxuries services are provided by the non-farm sector to the farm sector. And the development of infrastructure is another important contribution from the non-farm sector to the farm sector. The development of the farm sector basically depend upon the modern inputs and the supporting services like transportation, communication, power and institutional supply. And all these services is provided by the non-farm sectors like transport services, for supplying of the input to the farm sectors, and also the farm product we have to carry to the market. For that, the transport services is provided by the non-farm sector. In similar manner, the means of communications, for dissemination of the knowledge in the farm sector, we need to have the non-farm sector support. And like the other important infrastructure like roads, power, education institution, health institution are also provided by the non-farm sector. And basically the non-farm sector, the development of the non-farm sectors create a innovative environment in the economy. And the non-farm sector basically, they initiate the process of overall economic development, and they create some innovations, and they also create some intellectual environment in the economy, and they create some new skills, develop some technical know-how, and increase the capital formation in the farm sector. And this give birth to the entrepreneurial classes in the country, which obviously lead to the growth and development in the farm sectors. And now we can sum up the session, there are farm sectors and non-farm sectors, and farm sector basically involve the crops and non-crop activities, and in the non-farm sector we have different non-agricultural activities which are other than the farming activity, like manufacturing, quarrying, mining, the services, various infrastructure facilities. So in the closed economy, the non-farm sector development is totally depend on the farm sector development. And there are factor contributions, the production contribution or market contribution from the farm sector to the non-farm sector, and the non-farm sector also contribute in the growth of the farm sectors by providing the modern input, the other infrastructure facilities, by creating some innovations and technology. So in this way, the farm sectors and non-farm sectors, they are the basically two wheels of an economy. Both are very important. They contribute in the development of each others. So there is a simultaneous development in the farm sectors and non-farm sector is very important. With this, I thank you.